ranked player Chen Yi, fast rising up against the number 2 in the world, Wang Manyu. And then we come to the mixed doubles final, which is where we find Wang Juqin and Sun Yingsha, the stars of the show, up against the always improving Im Jong-hoon and Shin Yu-bin of Korea. What a night of action, and there's only one way to get things started.
WTT 香港總決賽2025現在正式開始，一齊倒數5、4、3、2、1。嚟自中國 from China， KUAI。
KUAI is the 4th ranked player to qualify for these WTT finals. She started 2025 in spectacular fashion, stunning the likes of Wang Manyu, Zhu Yuling and Chen Xingtong on her way to a runner-up finish at the Singapore Smash 2025. Now she finds herself in a semi-final against a very familiar foe.
嚟自中國 from China， Sun Yingsha。
The roar from the fans tells you all you need to know. Sun Yingsha is in the building once again. We've seen both of these women in mixed doubles action, but now it's focusing on the final. Remember, she is not the reigning champion of this event. That's Wang Manyu. She will have her designs on this, and she also has her sights set on somebody she has met 3 times on the international stage already this season, with Xia prevailing on each of those occasions. It's a repeat of that Singapore Smash 2025 final, and that was won by Sun Yingsha by a 4-1 margin. They can and maybe will go all the way. It's a best of 7 here on this night. The promises so very, very much. Let's focus on the WTT head-to-head. Of course, 3 of those 4 meetings coming in 2025. And we know, of course, that there is an age gap, which means that the player on the right is still rising, is still growing. But Sun Yingsha has looked mighty impressive here in Hong Kong this week. KUAI herself, a 4-time event winner on the WTT series. But before we do anything else, let's just meet Lim Shuke once again. He's in the chair, as you can see, for this one, and he will very shortly get these 2 players across to him. As it's a China against China match, as we've grown used to by now, there'll be no coaches in these players' corners, so it'll be all up to them to do the mental side of the game, of course, as always, as well as what they execute on the table.
Please select the color. Full red. Full surface. We can. Okay.
Here we are then. Well, let's get Adam Bobrow involved for the first time this evening. It's Saturday night. This is a full house. It's packed here inside this arena. Adam, great to have you alongside me. This is exciting. These 2 know about one another. What are they going to deliver tonight?
Yeah, that's the question. I think in general, with Xia and KUAI, the history shows Xia incredibly dominant, but KUAI's getting faster and better all the time.
So Xia then, 25 years old. It's amazing to think she's still just 25. World ranking of #1. Look at that win percentage in WTT, 91. 17 titles to this extraordinary player's name already. And her road to this semi-final. Wang Yidi, the toughest player you could have got in the round of 16, beaten in straight games. Miyu Nagasaki herself, off a great result, was dispatched similarly in straight games too. So Shasha, who we know will also be involved a little bit later on as well in that final, comes up against KUAI Man here. And let's have a little look at KUAI Man.
Yeah, KUAI Man is fast as can be. She's smooth in the transition. She's 21 years old, 5 titles to her name, 4 in the world right now, 6 years of pro. She's got everything you need to be just the next generation's leader, but with Sun Yingsha at the top of the food chain, still quite young, it won't be easy. A 4-0 victory over Hina Hayata, and that 4-2 with Satsuki Oda was really something.
That was a tussle, it really was, and even in the 6th, she won that one 12-10. Oda arguably blew a few chances in that. She had a chance to be substantially in front in the match, but it did not happen. Let's have a look at the end of this one, because we can show you how it finished, but really it was a roller coaster, and Satsuki Oda, maybe even today, will still be kicking herself at chances that came and went. But then again, if you don't take your chances at him against KUAI Man, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's right. She's just so adaptable. I think Satsuki Oda played an incredible match. This is one, for me, one of the top, wow, it's tough to narrow it down to 5, maybe 10. There have been so many good ones, even today already. There should be a list like that, the top 10 choices, commentators' choices or whatnot, to go back and watch, to enjoy over the holidays in the slight gap between now and Doha.
And that's a really good suggestion. We'll think about that one, and I'm sure that we'll have that across our platforms. 82% of the vote goes to Sun Yingsha. That is one of the most overwhelmingly dominant pro votes I think we've seen at worldtabletennis.com. Thanks everybody for getting involved, and wherever you are around the world, so good to have you with us here, whatever the time of the day it is for you. Thanks for being part of this special Saturday night here in Hong Kong, China.
To serve, love ball. One, love.
First point. I always love it how it goes from cacophony to complete silence at the start of a match. Brings the drama.
Love, 2.
And that looks like a smart play. You don't read anything to 2 points, but if she does mix things up, that may just be a pathway to some kind of success.
Yeah, the bottle challenge serve for the second serve as a lefty versus a righty is a good sort of beware, I'm ready. Not tippy-toeing around the subject
Just
here, getting straight into it.
Just got one of our guests making a little bit of noise. They're going to have to try and attend to that. A young one.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
3.
Just for the record, we just had Shasha chop on the 3rd point of the match. I mean, you don't see her passive often at all, but from the chop to the blocks, this was just responsive waiting. This is way out of character.
4, love.
KUAI Man's got a bit of business to attend to here, and she's off to a flying start. This is such a great night. Everyone wants to be part of this event here in the Infinity Arena tonight.
5.
And why wouldn't you? The very best in the world in an event with all of the glamour and the glitz that WTT brings to these spectaculars.
One, 5.
And as that is the first point on the board for Shasha, very welcome as well. There he is, Simon Yam Batwa, the Hong Kong movie star with international appeal. Maggie Siu, also a famous actress in her own right there, next to him amongst the celebrities we have watching on tonight as these superstars do their thing.
Two, 5.
And there is on the right somebody who's performed in this arena, Hakan Lee, the Canto Pop star. His wife Emily Lowe alongside him, a former Miss Hong Kong. Shasha just getting into her groove now, just finding her feet at the start of this one. She's been here so many, many times, 17 WTT titles, and think how deep she's gone in so many events as well.
She's won this event 3 times before. This would be her 4th out of only 5 in existence, and it's not completed yet.
5, 4.
And that's a run of points that takes her within 1 now.
4 in a row for a player who's won 5 in their head-to-head, lost 0, and has only dropped 3 games across 5 matches.
And before we went celebrity spotting, I just mentioned that mixed doubles defeat for Kwai Man and Lin Shidong earlier on. That might have motivated Kwai Man to get things going here. All sorts of wonderful big names and faces in here this evening.
What did you say to motivate Shasha?
Don't blame me.
5, 6.
She was 5 down. That would be motivation enough for Shasha. That's not a familiar position.
Got a few names here with Steve Dainton and Petra Serling here. Always good to see the powerhouses that have brought table tennis to such heights.
They must be so proud of what they're seeing here. They must be so happy to see a bench like this.
Yeah, it's been a long time knowing them, and they're so passionate about the sport. They really sink their teeth, live every moment of their lives just thinking about how they can improve the sport and bring it to more people around the globe, get people involved.
And look at the response. We've got movie stars, we've got pop stars in the house, we've had superstar retired players from China. She is so quick to react, Shasha, and to adapt.
It's been a very streaky game so far. 5 points followed by 5 points, then a 3-point run, and this is the first for Shasha. Back edge of the table, just a little bit of fortune, and this is where it gets interesting.
It's a good time to get that bit of fortune.
Yeah, if you're playing someone, let's say you're Shasha, you're playing someone who you've been dominant against, but you know is getting better with time.
Oh, inside out. That was wonderfully placed.
You want to capture that first game. Suddenly, if you're down 0-1, there's confidence. Cho Yi-ke, personal coach, looking quite uncomfortable there for the briefest of moments. Trying to act comfortable, but that left leg don't lie. Shakira's hips and Coco's left knee.
He tried to style that one out.
Wow. Oh, just casual, cool. Coldplay? What?
9, 8.
Oh, and here's a mini streak as well. It's now a 1-point game once again in the first.
I hope we cut back to Cho Yi-ke every few points for the rest of this match as long as it's tight.
Put yourself in his shoes. You know, it must be tough not being able to do anything about these matches.
No, thank you.
Ooh, it's missed. And with that, we get our first game points of this semi-final. They go the way of the younger woman. Kwai Man with a chance here to open up her account.
A chance set up by a chop block nonetheless. Fearlessness, 21 and 2 game points.
Really good length on that from Kwai Man as we see a swat.
Did we just hear a 10,000 person gasp in unison? That was crazy. Like a magician doing that disappearing act or something. You're like, please tell me this isn't real. That was the reaction of the whole stadium at once. So 5-0 to 5-5 and a runaway. Kwai Man with a wonderful start to add pressure to Her Royal Highness in 178 weeks atop the food chain.
The 21-year-old Kwai Man has captured the first game in front of that young fella. What a great position to be in to watch these two superstars of the world game in action, vying for a place in tomorrow's women's singles final here at the WTT Finals Hong Kong 2025.
Second game, Yingsha to serve. love ball. 1 love.
There was a good old-fashioned look from Shasha at her opponent at the end of that first game. You can read into it what you will, but you can be pretty sure part of it will be, okay, you can have that game, but...
Love through. One, two.
Ran around it and sent it flying down that parallel line.
The KUAI part of KUAI, the fast feet here. She turns the corner and sends that one steaming down the line.
3-1.
But back comes Shasha, bouncing back.
Talk about misdirection. The way she guides that. You're watching it in real time. Where's she going? Okay, just waits, brushes up to the wide forehand.
And then she delivers fast into her opponent on the service. So this is a different story. And this has been a game thus far dominated by the world number one.
Yeah, it feels more like a penalty kick in terms of analogies right now, where KUAI is just guessing, essentially, because Shasha's mixing it up so well that the patterns are as unpredictable as can be.
2-5.
Okay, but KUAI is made of resilient stuff. It's been fascinating to see her grow because she's had to develop, because of her early achievement in the spotlight, hasn't she? And at times, KUAI is up to that amazing start to this year when she beat all the big names and nearly went all the way in Singapore.
100%, but she's standing across from somebody who started at 16 years old in the qualification rounds and went undefeated 2 weeks in a row until the final.
Oh, that's so good. Anticipation and execution from KUAI. Yeah, it's just a question, I think, really of watching her grow mentally.
In terms of the greats of the game, yeah, KUAI is on her way, but Yingsha,
well,
once in a generation.
She's there, isn't she?
Well, 16 years old.
And
speaking of which, this is one of the greatest players of all time in the women's game, Zhang Yining, with HKTTA chairman there, looking sharp. You know, her English name is Nikki.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think she got it in Michigan. Good times.
Tony Yu next to her there. She did a double slam, didn't she?
Double grand slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think her and Deng Yaping in the modern era, other than Angelica Rozianu of Romania, tough to put others in the mix. I think Shasha in the future definitely could be right up there. But it'll take time. Deng Yaping spent 8 years at world number one. Shasha's coming up on 3.5.
Yeah. And KUAI's coming up on her a little bit here as well. She's within 2 points now.
This shuffle step move, we've seen her do it before. It's almost like her right arm and her right leg are in a fight. Like a magnet turned backwards. She just slides the leg back and directs the hand forward. It's so unusual.
5 line.
And there she goes. Same, but different.
I'm with you on the same. I mean, it's crazy. Perfect demonstration. A little inside out there. Until you have an answer, I'm just going to back sweep, low kick.
She got 2 back, and KUAI said, no, not this one. That's as well as she could have placed that ball.
Now she's going to place this ball and exchange it. place it in the hand of the assistant umpire.
She hit the other one very hard.
6-9.
Yeah, that one got spared. Ooh, that's the one that goes back and tells the other balls in the village.
9-7.
All right, all joking aside, Shasha's still got a little bit of work to do. It'd be interesting, of course, at some point to have a little look at the service win percentages.
9-7.
This is one of the best points I've seen KUAI play this match, and still Shasha took it. She handled almost everything while also accomplishing moving back into the table. She brought parallels back, but
10-7.
it's a tough place to be. 3 game points for Shasha.
She went for it, she didn't execute, and it's an 11-7 leveler here from Yingsha, who raised her game. And when she raises her game, boy, there are very few that can live with her. So she goes back to seek her own counsel with another game to come. They're tied up at 1 apiece here in a semi-final that's delivering upon its promise. 11-7 in the second. She's been here so many times, plotting a path to yet another final. But this is special because this is the WTT finals. This is the big one, the end of the year, the elite invitation only. You have to qualify for this one by being among the top 16 in the world. Well, Yingsha does that easily because she is the best and has been for a long time, but she's being pushed here by KUAI.
KUAI to serve. Love ball. One, no. Net.
Oh, two times. It was her first last night, and she called it outright on serve. The question is, what's the call? Is it hidden?
Hit them.
Righty versus lefty.
Yeah.
This is the most sure bet. The only issue is if they pick the right camera angle.
Okay, so it's table tennis review, TTR, just in case you are new to this. Adam, talk us through what's going to happen.
Sure, so the ball disappears in the eyes of the receiver. Shasha says it falls behind her head. They're going to find a camera angle to get as close to Shasha, the receiver's view, as possible to see if any piece of the ball disappears. If it's out of vision between the point of presentation, the palm of the hand, and the contact on the racket. If any part of the ball disappears, Shasha wins this point. If they show otherwise, well, KUAI wins the point because Shasha stopped the point. Miyu Nagasaki really just unlocked a part of Shasha. She's 1 for 1. Miyu Nagasaki, it was hilarious because she intentionally did it.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Let's see. A moment of truth. For sure. Ball hit it. She wouldn't call it. It's a teammate and it's counterculture. She wouldn't have called it.
Look at her left hand, straight away. Shasha's left hand.
Yep. That's good. It's not a personal thing. It's not an insult. It's very simple. It's what umpires call a matter-of-fact call.
Yeah.
I see it, I say it.
And just to remind you, Adam, we'll go through this. They have, if they're successful, they retain 2 challenges. Should they fail in a challenge twice, that's it, no more.
You have 2 unsuccessful challenges and an infinite amount of successful challenges.
Yeah. And straight away, how about that? We've seen it early on in this match.
She's got her thinking. Oh, man.
Went for that fast serve again, went for the rally, but KUAI emerges as the winner.
Not a bad turnaround after a situation that could have you a little bit jarred or distracted.
Oh, whoa. Maybe she made her a little angry. What was that from Xia?
The scream mask. Hold on. Talk about jaw dropping. This is almost literal. That or she was stretching, but Xia's facial reaction was really something.
3-0.
So 3-3. KUAI again, as we were talking about a little while back, showing that she's made of stern stuff mentally.
4-3.
Let's keep a little eye on Xia here. It was funny, she went and stretched her calf out just a moment or two back during the TTR.
Now this makes me concerned, especially considering what you just mentioned.
Look there, doesn't move. Doesn't push off.
Huh. Maybe that was...
Look at KUAI, she's noticed.
Yeah. Oh. She's not moving yet. Still, she found a way to win this point. This is interesting. In terms of a medical timeout, I'll be very curious. They're generally here, these rules, to protect the players and to keep things fair.
4-5.
They want the players to be safe. If there is an injury, she can call.
Even if she's on one leg here, she's picking up the points.
It really does go to show you how physical the game is. It's changed her positioning and her tactics completely.
Looks as if the wide forehand's the one that's going to be difficult for Xia right now. But as soon as we start talking about any kind of impairment, she just reels off 3 points.
We've seen some injured players play in recent history, and it's always fascinating to see because, well, the opponent was prepared for a different game altogether.
5-7.
It's the second match in a row that I've seen Xia out of sorts. Just not herself. And of course, any physical impairment, she's got a whole load of experience. Has put plenty of time and preparation into thinking for ways to escape difficult puzzles. So far, so good, but just 2 points behind KUAI.
You can see what she wants to do. She wanted to draw her into that rally and then end up by sending her out wide, but Xia's just too good for that.
Moves well, covers the wide forehand, takes 6 of the last 8 points.
Oh my. This is just another layer being added to the legend of Sun Yingsha.
From the middle, a short stroke brings the elbow into the rib cage and guides it out to the line.
Nine, 6. Nine, 6. 7-9.
It's tough. Not an easy ball normally, but for Xia, if she's got both of her legs right here, the ability to really commit. You can see the hesitation there, trying to protect the weakness.
7-9.
Trying to protect whatever's injured right now. Maybe the calf.
Oh, that was just good, solid play from KUAI as well. He's within 1 point now. This is the pressure being applied.
8-9.
This is an amazing point, and for the briefest of moments from that camera angle, I wondered to myself, why did KUAI play the push? Right here, she didn't go for kill. You almost wonder if there was empathy in that moment, but she's playing to win. 17 shots? What are you thinking?
Just that last one there. You could see it was an uncomfortable one for Xia, who's just narrowly ahead in terms of points won on serve, 55.5 to KUAI's 53.5, but she could do with these being effective.
Full commitment on the step around the forehand. This is her great weapon, and she sets it up only to knock it down. A third ball attack to set up game point.
10-9.
That one was as perfectly placed down that line as you could possibly want. Even a fully able-bodied Xia is probably not getting that.
10-0. 10-11.
And from that position of strength and a chance to take a lead, Sun Ying-Xia now must defend a game point, which is in favor of KUAI.
11.
The defense, the gloves high, she reflects it, sends it back to the wide forehand. And I think she's gonna have to have a conversation here. Someone's gonna have to come evaluate. She's got at least one other match to play in this event. She's got the final tonight.
That's right. So let's just all hope that whatever it is that's affecting her is something that can be treated. She has that option, of course, here. And that's a story that we'll pick up on very, very shortly. But she had her chances there before KUAI has taken out the game. She knows that wide to the forehand of Xia is going to be the way to go. And when we analyze, look at that cluster on the right-hand side there.
That answers, I mean, if you had any doubt about it, the data is 6 points in a very, very small corner of that table. Some others just to mix it up. You could imagine when Xia reached a ball to the wide forehand, KUAI brought it back. By the way, the final we were talking about, the mixed doubles final that Xia will participate in tonight. But here's a look at where these women stand on the world rankings right now. KUAI at number 4 in the world, and Xia for 178 weeks has been there.
Number.
4,000, nearly 600 points above Wang Manyu. That's crazy.
That is. When you consider what she's won. So we're not medics. We're not going to speculate on what part of Xia's not quite right, but clearly something in the lower limb is impeding her ability very often to move to the right. What's the protocol here, Adam, in terms of how long this can go on in terms of treatment and where she can go, where it can happen?
That's a good question. In terms of all that, we're about to find out, I think. So Tina Krota will determine what this is worthy of in terms of attention to something that previously existed or not.
So now we have obviously the WTT's doctor coming in here.
Yeah,
trainer.
Lauren is the qualified medic here from Australia who'll be taking care. She's done a wonderful job to make sure that athletes have everything they need. She's going to assess Xia.
All right.
So it seemed like perhaps a quick movement.
It's the ankle, is it? I mean, we're not picking up the conversation on those mics there, but there you go. It's the ankle. She just seemed to suggest that maybe she just rolled it a little bit. She gave a gesture. I mean, she's got enough English to explain the problem, hasn't she?
In some way or another, I imagine she'd manage. I think the hand signals are pretty crucial as well. So there, she's been granted the medical timeout.
Interesting to know what she does right now, KUAI. And it's going to be some strapping. What was remarkable, of course, Adam, was that the minute we sort of identified that there might be a problem, she went on a run of winning points.
Yeah, it seemed like she was going to go off to a 2-1 lead, and if she did, you sort of wonder, well, would she try to hold this off for later or get it taken care of as quickly as possible?
So we have our trainer, we have a doctor in attendance, and of course we have her own trainer from Team China.
Yeah, he's team trainer there. Team medic will take care. It's interesting to see the pressure point of the hand squeezed for that moment as well. Maybe to divert attention or pain, discomfort, maybe even for sake of healing. Chinese medicine has a lot to offer. Most of the world is aware of this.
When you're in a flow state, you don't want to stop. But for KUAI, that game was a kind of a stop-start affair. So it's not as if she'll think, I don't want to stop now because I was, you know, running point after point after point. But it will be interesting to see how her concentration is affected by this. Provided, of course, hopefully Xia is able to continue.
The trick with ankle stuff is you'll have adrenaline to protect you sometimes in real time, and it just gets worse with time. Not to say that it doesn't need attention. I think she's doing exactly the right thing, being very responsible here.
So pointing inside to that soft tissue that obviously has got some kind of a problem there. The body will try and take care of it itself, of course. It'll swell.
Wang Liqin, president of the CTTA, watching on. Legend of the game himself, dominated in the early to mid 2000s.
It's amazing to think the amount of time these athletes spend every day, whether it's in the practice or in the case of playing in these finals. If you're playing in the doubles as well as the singles, you know, you're out there, you're very active. We've seen a lot of Xia. Of course, she's made her way all the way to the final in the mixed doubles. It can happen. That body's put under a lot of stress.
People will be happy to see her smiling and laughing a little bit, but they know that it's Rai for a reason. As Zhang Yining watches on, this is just a tough time, and you know it for Xia because there's no certainty, there are no guarantees. And right now, she might come back out there and play. We hope she can. So it looks like she's going to try.
She's laced up.
Now, no matter who wins this, we hope that both players are healthy and well and playing their best.
Absolutely. And then later we'll turn our thoughts to what reaction there may be, because one of the biggest problems sometimes is when you have finished and you have to play again. That difficulty, because she does have another match to play this evening. But she's in expert hands, and she knows just how much this packed house, this sellout crowd here in Hong Kong, China, is fervently wishing that she's able to carry on doing what she does better than anyone else in the world. She returns. KUAI Man returns. Listen to the crowd. And if support from legions of fans can heal you, she'll be fine, because there's so much support, as always.
Fourth game, Yingsha to serve, love 4. One, love.
Xia just looking to get herself comfortable, find her feet literally, really, as she goes again.
While KUAI Man won the last game, it still didn't feel like she was fully in flow state. There was a lot of turbulence along the way.
Of course, it can become a distraction. If she were to obsess about exploiting Xia's immobility, it would throw her game off.
Exactly.
So it's an interesting tactical challenge for KUAI Man here, because we know just how dangerous Xia is.
She covered the wide forehand and was able to finish it with the shot first from there. That's the way it's sort of going to have to be.
She's going to have to finish things quickly, isn't she?
Yeah, that's typically the way of the injured.
2-4.
And of course, the flip side is KUAI Man's going to want some exchanges, some rallies. She's going to start to want to move Xia around, take it to places she doesn't want to go.
And then brace for impact, block it back to another part of the table, earn a weaker shot to hit the finisher.
But if she's going to stand and deliver, we're going to be in for something special.
There have been some big injuries over the years, some interesting matches played through injury. Shin Yu-bin, interestingly enough, at the start of this one, coming back after a while of not playing matches, took some time off, and is in the final of the mixed doubles tonight.
And she's in fine form.
Right.
She has played wonderfully this week. There we go. That's what KUAI Man wants.
Yeah, keeping the quality of Xia's first shot reduced, that helps your chances quite a bit.
4-6.
But first you have to return the serve, and after that you have to return it to a place where she can't just decide to demolish the ball. I didn't expect that when we went in for the close-up. Still taking care of some housekeeping around here.
Yep.
That's humility. After the match, she's with a mop in the hallway.
But also, she doesn't want to slip on anything either, does she? That's the last thing she needs.
Right, this is exactly. She's in a very small spot there. She's picked her space, her feet, doing much less traveling right now.
Yeah, be neat to have a little look at a heat map later on and just see where she's limited to in terms of movement.
It'd be nice to, it'd be neat to wrap her ankle in a heat map right now. Out of the second towel break, a 4-point lead, 3 points away from securing her second game, Xia.
9-4.
I said a while back that what's happening here could just add yet another layer to the legend. If she goes on somehow to continue winning points, that is something.
4.
And it's what she's doing. Would you just look at this? An injured Sun Yingsha now has 6 game points to level it up at 2-2.
5-10.
When I think of injuries and epic moments in table tennis, I think Ding Ning versus Liu Shiwen 2015 World Championships Finals. But that was game 7. That was the decider. This is quite early in the match in a best of 7. Still 4 game points left for Xia. Her serve has been effective.
Stephen.
So another game point saved. It feels like there's an unwritten truce going on here. Really, the way KUAI Man's playing shots.
11 Stephen.
So Sun Yingsha takes the game, but this is like when you see a runner carrying another runner across the line and saying, hey, we're going through the ribbon together. It has that vibe right now.
Yeah, a show of respect.
Yes.
And of course, there will be massive respect for the woman who leads the way for Chinese athletes, not just table tennis players. But KUAI Man's also got a job to do here because she is eyeing a place in a WTT finals final. So ice now, the answer, rather than the heat map. Okay, that's what we were talking about here. Let's have a little look at where they are, and it's gonna become even more pronounced in terms of the locality that we see Sun Yingsha in.
I think KUAI Man is matching it right now. It's really, man, collectivism, team spirit. China knows this and knows it well. There's so much respect for Sun Yingsha, admiration and everything else for the leader of the team. And I just wonder what KUAI Man is thinking. I'm not saying that it's unreasonable, but she's got a lot to balance right now in terms of questions to answer, decisions to make.
This is going to get a little bit awkward for the umpire right now because you've got to understand that you've got to show sympathy to Xia, but you've got to also enforce the rules in terms of getting her back to play.
5th game, KUAI Man to serve. Love ball. 1-0.
What it feels like to me is I'm going to play my best, but not take advantage of any weakness that's temporary. She's not moving her to the forehand. I get it. It's like if you're playing someone who normally plays in a wheelchair and you say, you know what, I'll sit in a wheelchair too because I think that'll make it a little bit closer. Obviously, that's not the perfect example, but right now she's playing it without making Xia move.
But to play devil's advocate, is that really the right thing for a professional sports person to do?
It's a great question. I think it's a personal choice, and it depends on what team you play for and how important that is, whose decision it is, and everything else. So a timeout now on Xia's side. Yeah, this is the beauty of life and choice, right? You get to choose what you want to do, and if an umpire says this is not allowed, if you're throwing a match so that you don't have to play the number 2 in a group because you think number 2 is stronger than number 1, there are rules against that. This is, I mean, in theory, KUAI Man could throw in the towel right now. She could say, you know what, I forfeit. That said, she's leading 3-0. And Xia's taking a moment here to evaluate and do what she can.
I mean, it looks as if it's as much as anything just mental. She's got to decide what she's prepared to do here, Xia now. We are at the end of a long and attritional year with a new one, a new big one, a blockbuster, just around the corner.
And just to, I know the internet is buzzing about busy schedules and how many matches a day and whatnot. In all fairness, that's not new. Table tennis players for decades have been playing multiple matches a day, especially as they go deep. Xu Xin would play across 3 events and get the Triple Crown, and he'd get better the more he played. He'd play, 3 or more matches in a day sometimes. It's a busy day for Xia and a tough situation to be in.
There you go.
1.
Is she going to hit herself out of trouble? Is she going to say, right, okay, this is a unique challenge, and I'm going to find a way? That's where it's hard for her.
One, 5.
And that really, the no-go zone for Xia hit to perfection. Even if you take away that side of the story, KUAI has hit some absolute beauties with the forehand out there wide.
One, 6. Net. 1, 6. Seven, 1.
So this has now taken the turn that it felt it might do, with KUAI racing away now in this 5th game.
8, 1.
It's easy to be thinking about the future, knowing that there is a mixed doubles final tonight.
1, 9.
And it's tough to watch this for many reasons, but it's also a very interesting sort of case study.
2, 9.
So the forehand flick, a killer shot that she has, but still we watch this knowing that if it's just open play, no holds barred, KUAI will run away with this.
And what it means is, as we saw there, Xia's going to throw everything at it, and if it comes back, okay, she loses the point.
This could be preparation for how she would have to play tonight, should she choose to play.
10, 3.
Mind you, if you could pick somebody to be alongside you, helping you out, Wang Chuqin might just be that person you pick. 7 game points for 3-2.
Eleven, 3. Game to KUAI.
She gets the game, and you know, I think you nailed it earlier on. She wants to win, but she wants to win respectfully here, KUAI, and we just saw evidence of that. She's not doing it brutally.
Right. There's respect, there's a delicate nature to it, there's sort of an invitational feeling, a warmth to the way she's playing to continue. We'll have a little bit to chat. What you brought up about Wang Chuqin as a partner, there's a lot to talk about there. We'll have some time for it after this break.
Always wonderful to have the technology to analyze, but this is turning into a match with a different kind of analysis. As
Okay. Okay. Referee.
Oh, and that is that. She forfeits. It's going to be the end of the road. I think she was asking to be able to go out for treatment and was told that that wasn't going to happen.
It sounded like something similar. Part of me would imagine from her position, she just wants to make sure also that it doesn't affect her possibility to play tonight, but maybe it was what you said.
We can only speculate,
right.
But it's such a pity. What we do know is that this lion-hearted performance from her has brought 5 games of entertaining table tennis in the semi-final, but of course it's not what she or anyone would have wanted. But she's a class act.
You brought up a really good point. You said for the fans here, she wouldn't want to leave them empty-handed, so she tried. That said, as you heard from the fans, they care deeply. It's not, they want her to be good for as long as possible. They understand. If she has to cancel one leg of the tour, no pun intended, she needs to take care for her long-term interest. The whole stadium here, I guess 99% of the people filling the stands to the back, just shy of 10,000, whatever it may be, would all not only understand, but would send her get well soon cards and confess their love, let her know that they're right there the whole way. Even if she had to take months off of the game, they'd be right there waiting with arms wide open for when she comes back.
We'll keep you posted as soon as we hear anything about the status of her availability or otherwise, because we mentioned Wang Chuqin, her mixed doubles partner. She's scheduled to go with him in that mixed doubles final later on here, but we now know that after that retirement from Xia, it's KUAI for the first time now.